The number one question I get asked goes something like this. Hey, I've got this card. It's gone up in value. Should I sell? And more often than not, this is my answer. Yes. Now there's a lot to break down about what seems like a simple answer, but it comes from an investment principle that full-time dealers have been using to make money on sports cards for years. Whether you're a collector trying to make money to grow your collection, an investor trying to diversify your portfolio, or a flipper trying to make a living in this booming sports card market, the number one thing you need to know about making money in sports cards is compounding gains. Stay tuned. I'll demonstrate the power of compounding gains and show you how you can employ this in your sports card strategy to drastically increase the value of your investment in a very short amount of time. Let's get into this. You may be familiar with compounding gains, or you may have never heard of it before. But the beauty is that anyone can understand this principle and employ it in their sports card strategy. I especially try to get this principle through to young people or anyone on a budget. By employing the power of compounding gains into your sports card strategy, you can go from a very small amount of money to a very large amount of money in a short amount of time. Compounding gains is simply this: reinvesting profit and allowing that to work for you to generate more profit. Now, I'll provide a very clear and powerful example of how this works here in a minute. But first, I want to show you how one of the greatest thinkers of all time and one of the greatest investors of all time thought about compounding gains. In a Forbes magazine article about compounding gains, Olivier Garrett tells us that super genius Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world, and legendary investor Warren Buffett attributes his $81 billion fortune to this force. And it's how investors from all over the world have turned small stakes into millions of dollars. Now let's put this principle into the context of sports cards. If we take just $10 and find a card or two out of a dollar box at a shop or show and are able to go home and sell that card and make 20% profit, we now have $12. If we take that $12 and do the same thing the following week, we have $14.40. And if we continue to do that every week for a year, find a card or a collection of cards that we can make 20% on, we will have turned that $10 investment into $109,205. Now, obviously, things get a little more complicated about halfway through the year when we cross over that $1,000 threshold. We either have to buy bigger value cards and take the risk of one of those cards taking a loss, or buy a bunch of smaller value cards and have all the work of listing and selling those cards. But the principle remains the same. Bear with me because I want to provide another really powerful example. But if you're gaining value from this video, then please smash that like button. It lets YouTube and me know that you enjoy this video, and they'll recommend it to more people. At the end of January, a new record was set in a golden auction sale of a PSA 10 Michael Jordan rookie card of $738,000. This was especially amazing because just a year earlier, that same card was selling for about $40,000. Making it an 18.5 times or 1,850% return on investment in just a year. Now that is an amazing return. But if that same buyer had took that $40,000 and made just that little 20% on each turnover of his investment, he would have needed to do that just 17 times to make a greater return. Whether that's feasible or not with that amount of money, I don't know. But the main point is this. In order to make money and grow your collection, it's important to take profits. If you find yourself asking, should I sell? The answer is most likely yes. You don't need to make huge returns to be profitable. Just remember to focus on the big picture. Don't wait too long to take profits when you're ahead, and always have an idea of what you want to invest in with that money. Do this, and it will change the way you look at the sports card market and lead to much greater returns over time. Just remember, even small returns over and over and over again will add up in a huge way. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to the channel and check out my other videos on how to make money in sports cards. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone. And please come back and visit me again at CardCollex.